Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And I have a question for you all today, which is, if I gave you 50,000 XRP, what would be the first thing that you'd do with it? Would you sell? Would you add it to your crypto stash, or what? Let me know in the comment section down below. So to quickly introduce y'all, we had a couple of lawsuit updates earlier today. We have some general crypto news. Shiba has been going really crazy. But let's quickly start off by looking at the crypto prices, as that is always fun. So in terms of market, Bitcoin early today made a little bit of a rebound, going to about 55.3 thousand or so. Right now back $1,000 to 54.4. On the 24-hour, it's minus 0.5, so really nothing too special. And the same thing kind of goes for the majority of the top altcoins. Went up a little bit today and then right back down a couple of percent, except for Solana. If we're looking at the top 10 here, which had a really interesting up and down today. I mean, Solana is a little bit of a menace right now in the market. If you look at the weekly, it just does not follow the rest of these coins, which all have a very similar movement. It's very interesting to watch. Now, obviously, a couple of other coins like Shiba have also been having a crazy journey here. I mean, I don't even know what to tell you about Shiba right now. Is it going to all-time high? Is it not going there? Guys, it is so freaking confusing right now. It is insane. The coin hit 33. Then right back down to like 18. And now it's right back up to 26. My own personal thought process is it follows Bitcoin. Bitcoin broke out, everybody got bullish, and then people started to diversify into altcoins like SHIB because those basically do well when things are bullish. But since Bitcoin went down the entire day yesterday, Shiba couldn't really survive on its own, and so when people got scared, they sold off. And since Bitcoin today went back up above 55,000, people got excited again, started buying. And since Bitcoin right now is going back down again, Shiba is also going back down. That is my own justification of all of this. If you agree, you agree. If you don't, you don't, because we obviously, at the end, don't really know for sure. Then in terms of lawsuit update, guys, I think this is rather interesting. We had a couple of things. First of all, let's actually check it back. We got one of the things we needed to get the 7th here of October. We got the Ripple defendant's response to the SEC's request for a telephonic conference in order to seek a protective order, relieving the SEC of any obligation to respond to Ripple's defendant's request for admission. So Ripple basically sent a lot of requests over to the SEC that they had to answer, a lot of questions. The SEC said, no, we don't want to, on a couple of different bases. Ripple now replied saying, you didn't really give a good basis as to why you shouldn't be answering them. It's critical that you do, so please do that. That's kind of funny. And then the second most important part about the lawsuit was our most recent document, which just came out about, a couple of hours ago right now. We streamed it, of course. It's a reply to Ripple demanding 3 additional documents be reviewed by the judge. And those 3 documents were concerning 2 relating to meetings the SEC had with law firms to discuss the unprecedented confusion in the market regarding the SEC's view on the status of digital assets under the federal security laws. And the third is an email chain concerning discussions with a third party whom defendants understand received guidance from the SEC to analyze his digital asset under the framework set forth in Director William Himmon's June 2018 speech. And the judge now basically said, you know what, Ripple? Thumbs up to you, my friend. Thumbs up to you. I grant you your wish. And that was very nice. Defendant's request is granted. SEC shall submit the 2 documents related to SEC meetings and the other document as well. Let's see here. Let's just read it. The 2 documents related to the SEC meetings with law firms and the email chain for an in-camera review, along with a submission explaining its privilege assertions for each of those documents, no later than October 15th, and the SEC shall file a redacted version of its submission on the public docket. Defendant's response is due no later than October 22nd. So 2 more documents to look forward to, which is rather interesting. Then, let's quickly see. In terms of update, let me quickly actually share with you guys. Guys, check out the Bybit competition. I've been screaming this for a little while, but still, I will scream it again and as often as it's necessary. Right now, we have about 60 people who've entered. If we get to 1,000 people, which is actually not that crazy, all right, there's going to be 50,000 XRP given away. Be part. If you're a trader or if you have ever used Bybit before, check it out. A link is down below. Enter. It's worth it. And again, guys, let's try to get this video to 1,000 likes as well. I'm not sure if it's possible, but let's at least try. If you are enjoying these updates, make sure you smash that like button because it helps the video out a little bit with the YouTube algorithm. And then, I guess kind of a funny thing is I've been sharing some stuff over on Twitter. Some of you guys are liking it, some of you guys are hating it, but I've been on a rampage here with the freaking memes, all right? When somebody agrees with the SEC about the Ripple v. SEC lawsuit, that's not allowed. Then, average XRP holder when we finally moon. A couple of you guys were critical of it being dollars, but I think it was kind of funny. XRP holders waiting for the SEC v. Ripple lawsuit to end. Shiba going to the moon. XRP being kind of jealous. Then, the SEC saving XRP and XP holders from the juicy gains. Yeah, how nice of them, huh? How sweet, how good. Then we have when all cryptos go up, except for the coin you just put all your money into. A lot of you guys have felt this one before. You're thinking, you know what? I'm going to be buying myself some juicy cryptos, and then a lot of crypto go up, except the coin that you hold the most. Then the way off between XRP going to the moon and just a quiet, nice life. Because obviously, when XP goes to the moon, you'll be too busy going from yacht to yacht party. So yeah. Guys, I don't know. I felt like making some memes today. And the most trendy one today, a lot of you guys like this one. This is what holding XRP since 2017 feels like. Yeah, I mean, you had to be there to know. You had to be there to know. All right, a lot of those memes I'll be sharing over on my Instagram too. I've been trying my best. For example, this one I shared as well. However, I forgot to watermark it. I was like, I won't post it to Twitter then. A lot of fun memes will be shared over on there, so check it out. My Instagram is going to be down below, a link for that. And then let's move on with the next topic. In terms of alts, a lot of you guys have been asking me this. Which ones am I bullish on? How does it work? Well, I'm actually bullish on most alts that follow the same pattern, and it's actually a lot of them when I last checked. During the live stream, we were checking a couple of different coins, and coins like Matic all basically follow the same course that Bitcoin has done, which is there's a descending line, let's put it. Descending trend for the entire month of September. Again, it started kind of September start, and it has ended basically when October came around. Almost all coins that follow the same pattern I am bullish on right now, and they all basically follow this exact same pattern and the exact same kind of thought process. Of just we should have bought in a couple of days ago, October 2nd, and just kind of hold the fruits till now. Even for Bitcoin, the same thing goes. I still think buying right now is not actually a bad choice, but going long, for example, on Matic over on Bybit, if it's even possible. I'm not even sure if Matic is on there. I think so, right? Let's quickly check. Or am I mixing things up? No, it's on there. Perfect. I was like, huh? It is also not even a crazy idea, purely because the fundamentals have been set in place. And I do see a pretty high future, basically, for Matic and for a lot of these coins which have the same sort of setup. Just a very negative September, but then again, kind of coming back up now. They're all kind of similar in the sense that they should have had their big high in May, April, basically May of 2021. And then right now had a really, really bad September, even though they had kind of a recovery like that. Those coins I think will kind of go back up the most. Not exactly sure how to say that, but you guys get it. Then Binance. I talked about this briefly, but let me quickly come back to the point. I think Binance making a headquarters somewhere, which again, it's looking to be Ireland, is a huge deal, guys, because this is so huge for crypto regulation, but most importantly, it is huge for crypto adoption. If Binance gets the seal of approval around the world, so many doors will open. This would be a huge deal. People don't understand. It's really a lot bigger than people imagine. Then almost 1,000 signatures to stop Gary Gensler's rogue intimidation tactics. Not exactly sure what that is about, to be honest with you. What I do kind of think is the investigation that's going on inside the SEC should, make a little bit of haste. And maybe Gary Gensler should also be checked about his statements saying it's clear. Somebody should really make him clarify properly how it's clear. When Hester Peirce, for example, or other members of the SEC actually don't find it so. How can that be that some people inside the SEC say, oh, no, it's just perfectly reasonable, and others don't? But ultimately, if he's saying something is clear, it should be for normal market participants and not for SEC members. So even that an SEC member doesn't think so makes absolutely no sense to me. Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria says they will launch digital currency in a couple of days. Nigeria stopped banks and financial institutions from dealing or facilitating in transactions in crypto back in February in preparation of its own crypto, and it's coming along right now rather quickly. So that's pretty cool. Again, I don't have the official details on it, but this is what I found online. Billionaire Orlando Bravo's firm plans to invest in blockchain tech companies. After saying he was bullish on Bitcoin last week, Orlando Bravo announced that his company will soon invest in the blockchain industry. And very often I wonder exactly what type of things they will be buying, but apparently here he began by reiterating that his company was a lead investor in the growth equity round of FTX. He then stated that Thoma Bravo would be an important part of the cryptocurrency industry long term, and it's just like all these other equity companies, guys. They want to buy blockchain companies, decentralized sort of ideas, everything like that, because they know there's money inside of it. And I mean, it's the truth. Heading over into Shiba Inu. Shiba. I think this is actually one of the most interesting coins we've seen in a very good while. I mean, it became the 12th largest crypto, going from 24 to 12 in like, I don't know, span of like a day or three. I don't know. It's just going so insanely mental. And again, if you want my opinion, I think the coin can hit all-time high still. It's going to depend on Bitcoin for sure. But I am not going to tell anybody to buy or sell the coin. What I mean with that is it might not hit all-time high. It might just dump to the ground. It's such a big bet, but I'm holding. That's basically the point. People said yesterday we were wrong because Shiba dumped. You know, the fun fact about these types of coins is nobody can predict it accurately. If somebody's telling you this or that is going to happen, they're just they're just putting up some random opinion. Maybe one guy knew, and that's the guy who bought $50 million worth of Shiba last week, because that is so freaking peculiar. But for the rest, nobody really seems to know exactly what's going on, because the pump and the dump, it's just not really justifiable the way that these margins work. It's so confusing. So how I've addressed it is, again, like I said in the beginning of the video, it's following Bitcoin along, but then with extra margin, extra volatility, and it's going to keep doing that. And theoretically speaking, we can try this out by seeing when Bitcoin's going to go on another path forward. So if it gets some gains one of these days and Shiba goes up with some even crazier gains, then the theory holds. If not, the theory kind of breaks itself. And we can act accordingly, but for example, buying if that's the case the first time around again. But yeah, I just hold my coins. I've made a lot of profit with it already. I can never lose money on this coin anymore. I'm just sticking with it. I'm just hoping something big happens, because why not, right? What do we have to lose basically if the coin doesn't do well? I mean, if you really bought Shiba just now, it's crazy. It's pretty crazy, because it's not a coin that's fundamentally that amazing, if you ask me. It's a coin that can really beat a lot. I mean, it's gone to number 12, but it's not fundamentally a number 1 in my book. And then what goes up must come down. Economist Steve Hank foresees massive Bitcoin price drop. Okay, enjoy the line. I mean, Crypto Whale, for example, was one of the other guys who've been shouting that Bitcoin is going to fall for the longest time. And the fun fact is, one of these days they'll be right. Because one of the days Bitcoin's going to crash and it's going to be like, oh, this guy was so amazing with being right, yada, yada, yada. When ultimately, it's just the inevitable waiting to happen, right? Jungle Inc. shared, for example, this. 29,000 Bitcoin. It goes up, 55,000 Bitcoin. Crypto Whale just waiting for, for basically to get in or something like that. Because it's funny how Crypto Whale said multiple different times throughout the last couple of weeks that we're going to crash hard. Yet we've been going up and up and up and up and up. And he said that all the way since $29,000 per Bitcoin. That I think he said we're going to see like $10,000, maybe $6,000, maybe $3,000 per Bitcoin. And that's the fun part about it. If he keeps shouting that for the longest amount of time, people will forget that he said it before, and they'll say, oh, he was correct. And he can just keep claiming, oh, you see, me being bearish was the better choice. I don't know, guys. I just feel as if people are always trying to be bearish because that's the contrarian opinion, and they get a lot of attention if they actually were quote-unquote right. But ultimately, those guys are just mostly doing it for the attention, I believe, because, I mean, you can't really be that bearish on Bitcoin right now. Specifically, if you call yourself Crypto Whale, it makes no sense. But yeah, that is me. For XRP, to kind of conclude it as well, to kind of conclude what is going on, I'll definitely buy XRP still every single day, because I do think we are still poised for some crazier rally. Right now, we are in a really, really important zone. We have to cross this area at about $1. I'm going to say it's about $1.07 to $1.09, just this entire little area that we've been hovering around at for so freaking long. We've been sharing that in different analysis videos throughout the last week as well, just looking back at it, looking back at it, looking back at it. We know $1.22 is most important once we finally break out of this annoying little area for XRP. Let's check back in. The Fibonacci level is also around here at about $1.07 or so, and that's basically what we are hovering around the entire freaking time, the 0.618 Fibonacci. Once we break loose with that though, guys, $1.22 on multiple different bases is the most important area to cross, and I'm hoping it's still going to happen relatively soon as Bitcoin picks up back to pace, but let us see and let us enjoy. I'm enjoying every single part of it, guys. I'm buying XP like a madman, and I think one of these days You're gonna wake up and boom, the price has exploded. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you press the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel too. And join the Bybit competition. A link is gonna be down below. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video later today.